Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is Coffee with Coach Brandy time. I'm actually a few minutes early. I've got my stuff dialed in today. I decided to take a walk for this segment today. So today is all about accountability. And like I said in the tagline, we're coming into, late October. I know for most of us, it doesn't really feel like it. So sometimes we're in that, like, is it still late August? Is it September mentality? But the holidays are coming, and I just know for so many, I've been doing this long enough. It's just a pretty common and constant conversation with so many people that talk a lot about how there's just this like holiday slump, and it's almost an expectation. Like, that's kind of gross and kind of scary if you think about it, where you're literally expecting to fall into that holiday slump. Like, oh, here we go. Like, I'm going to be eating everything and drinking everything and all the parties, and I'm going to be so busy. I'm not going to have time to work out, and it's going to be darker and colder, so I'm not going to get my steps in. I'm not going to be drinking water. I'm going to be running around shopping, going to parties, so I'm not going to sleep. And then by the time January, or really like December 28th, comes around, January 1st, January 2nd, you are just done. And that's what I want to prevent. Because that's an exhausting process. Like, am I right? Give me a like or a love if that process is exhausting. I'm going to go this way today. It is. I can say that with a thorough emotion of the exhaustion because I've been there. I've done that, you guys. Like, this is not about perfection. I have absolutely stepped in those shoes and fully walked that mile many, many times. And we're not looking to go to the other end of the spectrum where you have no fun in the holidays and you're skipping parties and you're not drinking any alcohol and you're not having any fun and you're just, super dialed in. Like, that's not the extreme that we want to promote. But what we do want to promote is wellness. What does wellness look like to you in the holiday season? I'm going to assume that you would use words like balance, moderation, self-care, me time, right? Like, we all have full control of many, many things, and we all have no control of many, many things. If you're approaching this holiday season with some anxiety, I would take some pen to paper, put a line down the middle and put control on the left and no control on the right, and make your list. This will help you truly identify what those things are for controllables and what they are not for non-controllables. And that's going to give you some sanity, like, right off the bat. On top of that, getting some accountability will help you. And that's like the big segment of, today's video is the accountability. So I'll just tell you right off the bat, my plan is to offer a holiday accountability program. It will be starting the week of Thanksgiving, that Monday, because Thanksgiving is late this year, y'all. I don't know if you knew that or not. It's on the 28th. And so for most of us, like, Halloween isn't, such a big deal. It's got some candy. It's one night. It's not that big of a deal. And for some of us, like, even Thanksgiving is just, one day, right? Like, how much damage can you really do in one day? But I think it's really from Thanksgiving to Christmas where things just get sloppy and crazy and chaotic. And that's where it gets exhausting, because it's weekend after weekend of parties, celebrations, events, guests, traveling, weather. And that's like the meat and potatoes of what we want to focus on with this holiday accountability program. I'm really excited about it because I'm not going to tell you all the details today, but this is a very sustainable challenge. There is no meal plan. There is no requirement of X number of workouts per week, but it is going to have an orientation of stickers on, like, a tracking sheet, if you will. It's going to be great because we're going to focus on 5 main points. 1 being water, 1 being alcohol, 1 being steps, 1 being sleep. Shoot, I forgot the 5th one. I'm out walking. Oh, protein. Hello. Eating protein. And these are all really directed by what you think will be successful for you. What is that goal for you? And of course, we'll help you determine that, right? But we're going to set it up where you're going to have a piece of paper that is our 6-week. It is a 6-week long challenge. It's because, like I said, it's going to run from the Monday before Thanksgiving until Saturday, January 4th. That is 6 weeks, critical 6 weeks. And each day is represented. And when you set your goal, let's say you're like, hey, I'm going to have half my body weight in water, and you did that for the day, you're going to put a sticker in that section on that day for that week. So that's just like a sneak peek. But the point of this is, if you've had multiple holiday seasons that are that exhausting process where you're just spinning your wheels, you can't get traction, you literally feel it while it's happening, you're like, man, I just can't seem to stop myself from this thing, but I know I can do better. I'm not looking to be perfect, but I know I can do better. This holiday accountability program is for you. Notice how we're not even calling it a challenge. The holidays have enough challenges. We don't need to add more challenges. But this holiday accountability program gives you more control. We all are little mini control freaks running around. And that's what frustrates us, is when we have lost control. When we lose control of water, protein, steps, sleep, alcohol, we get flustered, we get pissed, we get stressed, anxiety goes up, and then all hell breaks loose and it bleeds into other areas of your life. We picked these 5 specific aspects because those are the big players in wellness, in being balanced, in self-care, in me time, in moderation. We're putting alcohol on there, not in any expectation of that we're not going to have anybody not drinking. Let me start that over. We are putting alcohol on there expecting to help people moderate it, not to eliminate it. Now, of course, if you choose and you're like, Brandy, I just want to go this holiday season clean, I don't want to have any booze, cool, more power to you. For the majority of people, they're going to want to have an indulgence every now and then. But if you have an indulgence at every party and every situation and every movie and every guest and every dinner, you're going to feel like crap. Your gut's going to be pissed off. You're going to create a lot of inflammation in your body. You'll not only gain weight, but your mood will be impacted. Your sleep will be less quality, which means you'll be tired, which means, like I said earlier, your mood will be impacted. You'll make even worse decisions the next day around food. So we want to kind of simmer this chaos down and find a happy place where you're being selective with when those indulgences are. So it's not just a full-on shit show, if you will. So if you really can take a look at your agenda for this holiday season, you might already know, oh, we're traveling, or no, we're staying home, we having guests, or hey, it's going to be a really quiet season, it's just me and my spouse. Whatever your situation is, that also might be something to put pen to paper. What are going to be the easier parts of the holiday season? What are going to be the more challenging parts of your holiday season? And recognize that you're going to get thrown a lot of invitations for parties, events, socials, happy hours, whatever. And you can't say yes to everything. You can't. What are the really important ones? And what we have done in my household is we've told a handful of people, both family and friends, look, we really want to see you. The holidays are very special, but we'd like our celebration to be in January. That alone creates some balance so that everything's not packed into that 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas. And I'm using Christmas as the specific holiday. I'm sure there's other holidays, other people celebrate, other days that other people celebrate. You get the general gist. And so if you're looking at your holiday season and you know what's going on, that's what's going to help you actually say no to the things that are a little bit too much and say yes to the things that are important and create your game from there. But I will warn you, if you just kind of go into the holidays like you always have, you're kind of blind and you're just well, whatever, I'm going to say yes to everything, I'll fit it all in. you're going to feel the way you felt the last few years. And we're sitting here in October and you probably lost touch with what that actually felt like late December, early January. But I bet if you think hard enough and you take a moment, you're going to be like, oh, I remember. And I don't want to do that again, right? So more details for our holiday accountability program are going to be coming out soon. We are still in the final week of our 6-week Fall into Fitness challenge. Those guys are going to get the early bird special, the best rates we'll have on it. Then we're going to release our early bird spots until then we go to our like regular rates, if you will, until it's sold out. So make sure that you are on our list if you're interested. I want you to drop a comment below with this video saying holidays. That'll tell me you're interested in learning our early bird rates when we have those and giving you more details on what the challenge is. Time's ticking, you guys. It's October, 18th? I don't even know. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. So get ahead of it this year, but know that you don't need to be perfect. So I'll be in touch with you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Try to get out for some steps. Drink your water. Get protein at several of your meals. Get to bed a little early tonight. Get your sleep. And cut back on the booze because it's a school night. All right, you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.